Okay, this one's gonna be a spicy little meatball for sure. I don't mean to offend anybody. Some of you ladies certainly aren't gonna like this. Some of you fellas aren't gonna like this. But the reality is what the reality is. And this time I got receipts. So this is a video by Anton Daniels again. He's pulling a video from this young lady who's basically, we're going to read this: straight, bisexual, curious women are trying to date women due to burnout with men and patriarchy. Okay, yeah.
The rumors are true, and I will tell you this as a therapist firsthand, that over the last 10 years that I have been a therapist, I have heard multiple women come to me and tell me that they have always identified as straight, but they are now trying to date women, and they're seeing if they are on the bisexual spectrum. And the reason why is that they are so frustrated with dating. They're frustrated in their marriages. They're frustrated in their partnerships. Men have hurt them. They've caused them PTSD. They have let them down so badly that they would choose to kind of maybe ignore or put aside their attraction, romantic, sexual attraction to men, to pursue even a sliver of an opportunity that they could find love, belonging, connection, chemistry with a woman, with someone that is female presenting, with somebody that maybe they wouldn't have considered 10 years ago. And it's not necessarily because they've had this sexual awakening. No, rather, it's actually them trying to turn away from men, trying to.
Okay, they're trying to turn away from men. Some women are turning lesbian because they're trying to turn away from men. That's interesting. A while ago, she said abusive. She said that we're gonna keep going. We'll stop in a minute.
Turn away from men. I also worked in a prison for a year, and of course the saying, you've heard it before, I'll say it again, gay for the stay. So maybe some women are just like, I'm gonna be gay for the stay because I need connection, I need belonging, I have physical needs, sexual needs, emotional needs, but I am so tired of trying to make it work with men that I'm just sort of done. And this is the thing that I will say once again, when I hear things like this, it really indicates to me the amount of burnout that many, not all, but many women have towards men, the exhaustion that they feel from trying to find connection with men emotionally, socially. Like, men are just often not at women's level, especially women who go to therapy, because women are just more likely to go to therapy than men. So,
and because women are more likely to go to therapy than men, somehow we're not on their level. We're not all psychotic. We're not all needing someone to hear our problems so that we feel invalidated, so that we feel important, so that we feel like we're not, I don't know, ready to start our round of Zoloft. But I guess I digress.
women will often surpass their male partners emotionally and with their own personal development because the men are just choosing to not utilize this form of self-care and utilize this form of like bettering themselves.
Listen,
At the end of the day, they want to get rid of the patriarchy because the patriarchy comes from who? God. At the end of the day, that's what the women's suffrage was about. That's what the sexual revolution was about. That's what all of these things are about, is eliminating God. And just like in the garden, Eve fed Adam. He knew what she did. He allowed it. Just like the same thing, the women are doing what they're doing, and the men are allowing it. Both sides are guilty. Both sides are at fault. Both sides. It's not one, it's both. Period. So don't think, ladies, that I'm picking on you ladies, because it's not. I'm picking on the men just as much for allowing some of this stuff. And it's not all women. Don't get me wrong. The ones of you that aren't insane, thank you. And God bless you, and God bless the ones that are, because I mean, even Jesus said the well have no need of a physician, so there are people that need a physician, but at the same time, this is kind of insane. Let's see what Anton has to say.
listen. This is why I say therapy is a scam, because it's not there to correct you. It's not there to give you any insight. And a lot of times, because you can even choose your own therapist, what you're doing is confirming your own bias. And so instead of us holding people accountable and being honest with them and saying, oh, wait a minute, you just don't have no discipline. Oh, hold on. This is just something that you wanted to do. And now you're just using this as an excuse to justify it. Now you want to use other people. You want to use men. You want to say, oh my God, I've been done this. I've been doing that. If it ain't in you, that ain't what you doing. It ain't nothing that a woman can do to me in no way, shape, or form that would ever get me to say, you know what? I think I want to be around another man ever.
Thank
ever.
You. Thank you. That's the point. That's the reality. Like, and obviously he means sexually, because men get along with men far better and far easier than they do with women. The whole men are from Mars and women are from Venus thing is for a reason, because we have different personalities. However, he's talking about sexually, and he's absolutely right.
I would prefer to be by myself.
Yes.
I would rather, I ain't even going to say what I would rather do before I ever cross that threshold. So if it ain't in you, if that's not something that you're looking for, if that's not something that you're curious about, if you haven't been so influenced by society, culture, and the devil to go over to that line of thinking or get over into that line of living your life and lifestyle, this alternative lifestyle, it ain't nothing that you can say or do that's going to ever convince somebody that ain't gay to just automatically start to be gay. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Yep.
And this is the delusion that we start to get into. Oh my God, she's just gay for the state. Oh my God, she's needing companionship. She needs a needs filled. I'm not going for it. It ain't nothing that you're going to tell me that's going to try to convince me otherwise. When people want to do what they want to do, they're going to use it as a justification instead of just being honest and saying, you know what? I wanted to do this, and so this is what I wound up getting myself into. They're not doing that. They lying to themselves, and they're looking for confirmation through therapy. And then now they're going to sit here and say, oh, no, women are so much more advanced. If you're so much more advanced, then why you in another woman's lap? Why you got your head in between another woman's crotch? I'm not going for it. You're not going to sell me on this.
Also, second thing is that being queer is not a choice. Because let me just walk you through this. There is a gay man who is being raised in Mormonism, who is...
This is a therapist. This is a person that you're seeking guidance from and you're giving all of your problems to. And they're sitting here telling you, hey, being queer, which is a made-up word. It is a manufactured word to be inclusive of people in the LGBTQ community. And they are your therapist. This is your therapist.
Praying the gay away, who's trying so hard to be straight, who's acting straight, who might even marry a woman who has shut down or has tried to shut down every single part of themselves that indicates that they like men, or that they like men more than women, or whatever. They go to therapy for this. They try to pray the gay away. They spend so many hours since they were little kids to try and be straight. And they can't be straight when they're trying so hard to be, when the world is heteronormative, when the world wants them to be straight. Okay, now imagine a woman, especially like a woman with privilege, who is trying to be gay and can't make herself gay. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
no,
if a woman can not get herself when she's actively wanting.
This goes against the very thing that she said in the beginning. And that women that are attracted to men, but then at the same time, they just be gay for the stay, you know, with regard to the type of relationship that she's getting into or that she's been hurt all of a sudden. But then at the same time, they go and they say, well, being queer is not a choice. So which one is it? Are you choosing for companionship with another woman because you're angry at men? Or is that inherently who you are? Because both of it is a contradiction and both of it is BS.
Absolutely.
Gay, certainly somebody that's gay cannot make themselves be straight.
Look at
I hate
it.
the burnout.
Look at the title. Straight or bisexual curious women are trying to date women due to burnout with men and patriarchy.
Now, think about that. They're choosing women because they're tired of picking men. They're tired of whatever it is, whatever reason it is, they're choosing women. Now, I've got some things up here that I went ahead and looked up. The rate of violent victimization of lesbian or gay persons, 43.5 victimizations per 1,000 people per 1,000 persons of age 16 or older was 2 times more than that the rate of straight people, 19 per 1,000. Okay, that's a little more than 2. That's, just a little bit more than 2 times. The rate of violent victimization amongst transgender persons is 51.5 per 1,000. Was 2.5 times more than that of cisgender at 20.5. Okay, so these are certain ones reported to the police, and fair enough. Then I went and I looked at just lesbians. Lesbian women, 43.8 to 44% experience physical violence. That word right there, I'm not going to say it, grape, or stalking in their lifetime. And this is with their partners. IPV, intimate partner violence, is what we're talking about. Okay, bisexual women, 61.1%. All right, and then heterosexual women, 35%. So there's always some bad guys out there. There's always some bad women out there. Okay, fair enough. We know that. That's obvious. But if you look at the rate that lesbian women abuse each other versus the rate that men abuse women, okay, it's a lot higher. Okay, 8% is a lot higher. I don't care what anyone says. That is a lot higher. Really, it's almost 9%. And the reason bisexual women are the first, because they're going to include ones that are being abused by both. That's going to skew the numbers. Now, take that into consideration. Now let's go look at gay men. 26% of gay men report experiencing intimate partner violence in their lifetime. 29%. Pretty much, or 26%, 29% for heterosexual. So what do we see here? She said the whole time that they're getting away from abuse, they're getting away from this. Well, these stats, and you can look at this. This right here is from, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong side. This is on the Bureau of Justice Statistics. Okay? Straight up. Now, these other ones are just Google. Don't get me wrong. But this first one, the one that has the initial statistics for all 3 groups, actually 4 because we're including bisexual in there, is from the Bureau of Justice Statistics. Hands down, lesbian couples abuse each other far more than gay men or cis men or heterosexual couples or bisexual couples. Hands down. It's crazy. But at the same time, they want to pretend that it's the men who are letting them down. It's the men who are beating on them, which sometimes, yes, we don't want to diminish the ones that really are. But across the board, all men are not beating on women. Across the board, all men are not graping women. All men are not being abusive and doing these things. We're not all the bad guy. And you can see in her title here what the problem is. The patriarchy. She has a problem with the patriarchy. Okay? I'm sorry. The patriarchy is what got you electricity and roads and food and shelter and the internet and a computer and a television and air conditioning and hospitals and automobiles and trains and planes, and I could keep going forever and ever and ever. That's what the patriarchy got you. Show me one thing that the matriarchy ever got you. Nothing. You can't, because it's never happened. Now, obviously, men cannot live without women. But women cannot live without men either. It's just like in my last video where it said that, our oxygen depends on the trees and the trees depend on our carbon dioxide that we breathe out. They breathe that in, we breathe that oxygen in. Just like men and women, we have to have each other. Neither one is more important. Neither one is more. Actually, a woman's more important technically because she is what creates the child, but she can't do it alone. She's what carries the child. A man could plant the seed and die. As long as she sustains and raises the child could keep going. It can't go the other way. Women have the most important job of raising and creating the next generation each time. And it should be honored, it should be cherished, it should be respected, it should be loved. Like it's a gift from God. But that's the end of the day, that's what it's all about. They don't care about God because God's the one who created the patriarchy. God is the Father. From the Father. That's what patriarchy means.
Men are always going to be the person that catch the brunt of your decision making, and you have more freedom than ever before to do what you want to do.
Especially when for like the woman, it's sort of optional. Like, oh yeah, she's going to go on a date. She's going to hook up with a few different women. She's going to see how it goes. She's going to see if there's any vibes. And if not, she might choose celibacy or she might give men a try again. It just like really indicates to me that of course it is a spectrum, but it's also not a...
She just got finished. Let's go back. She just got finished saying that it's not a choice.
It's like really indicates to me that she might choose celibacy or she might give men a try again.
Celibacy.
If not, she might choose celibacy. How it goes, she's going to see if there's any vibes. On a date, she's going to hook up with a few different women. She's going to see how it goes. She's going to see if there's any vibes. And if not, she might choose celibacy or she might give men a try again.
How is that not a choice? She might give men a try again. That means she might choose men. She might choose celibacy, or she might choose to hook up with those women. You just gave her 3 choices. But before that, your statement was it's not a choice to be homosexual. It's not a choice to be gay. It's not a choice to be a lesbian. It's not a choice to be polyamorous or any of these things that are completely contentious with God the Father.
It just like really indicates to me that of course it is a spectrum, but it's also not a choice.
A spectrum. What is a spectrum then, lady?
But I have also observed that women who identify as 100% straight can sometimes feel jealousy towards women or other people who experience a level of bisexuality or who are on the bisexual spectrum. And I think that's also interesting. Another point is there's some
spectrum indicating they can choose either. Indicating choice. It's like a snake curled in a circle and then seeing its tail and saying, ooh, dinner, and eating its tail. I mean, at what point does it get to its head and fully eat itself?
Something called Tinder queer. And this is described to me by a friend. I think my friend's friend wrote this article that basically said that because of white supremacy, white straight people with privilege...
White supremacy. We're a white supremacy. So we need to kill men. In her words, not mine. Men are the problem, the patriarchy is the problem, and white supremacy. Even Anton's extremely frustrated with her. I can see it already.
Are so used to being centered.
Oh yeah, even
that
better.
Anytime they're like slightly not centered, they try to like center themselves again. And so straight people or just people that maybe are not queer will identify as queer curious to try to make themselves get more power or control or to be a pick-me or to like appear different. And so I just want to say,
she says she's been a therapist out of prison for 10 years. And that may be the case. She looks like she's 25. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's aged so gracefully and well. And if that's the case, good for you. Your talking points are like you were educated in the last 5-6 years.
Put words to that because I think it can feel weird if
people who were educated back In my day, do not run around with this mindset. The ones that do were brainwashed by this modern bullcrap. I mean, that's just the way it is. Because there's no other way to describe it. Look at Anton. I don't know how to say his name. Look at him. He knows how bullcrap this is. It's stupid.
It's like, oh, straight women are trying to become lesbians, or like straight women are trying to become bisexual. I think it's mostly people that are on the bisexual spectrum that have never dated women are trying to date women, first off. Even women that are fully straight are like, maybe I just haven't found the right person. But even still, I will say that sexuality is not a choice. So even if somebody...
Again, sexuality is not a choice. Even though you're choosing men or women, even though you're choosing because of the patriarchy and because burnout with men, it even says it, but due to burnout with men, they're trying to date women, which is a choice. Okay? You can't make up this stuff. It is beyond stupid.
He is like gay for the state in
I want to say another word, but I won't.
jail or prison or whatever. They have a 10-year sentence, and they'll have like a wife or they'll have a girlfriend or whatever for that 10-year sentence. They will then leave prison and will often go and date men. That's like what I've observed on TV, but also in my personal experience having been a therapist in prison. So those are just some of the musings. That's the temperature read on dating in 2026. And really, again, for the last 10 years that I've been a therapist, I've been hearing.
And the reality, we're going to go ahead and cut this short. Subscribe to Anton's channel. The reason that this is this way is because men are tired of the way women are acting nowadays. They're tired, and what did it? I'll tell you what did it. And it's the same thing with women towards the men. They are tired of them because cell phones, oh my gosh, what is it? Social media, the 2-minute brain capacity that everyone has nowadays. We can't, oh, this is a 22-minute video. It won't get no views because it's too long. 5, 3, 7-minute videos are the ones everybody wants to see. Why? Because they don't want anything long. We have come to this quick, bam, bam, bam mindset. Probably anybody in their 40s and older, like myself, probably not that big a deal. When you have time, obviously. But to the younger people, they can't. They don't have the capacity anymore. And it's because we have the people like Facebook and Vine and Instagram and all of these things. They have turned the brain rot level up to 100
for a long time. So it's not just a trend. And if you just think about how men are the ones that commit violence against women almost the whole time.
Okay, I went because that's what I wanted to show you. Okay, we're gonna see this one more time. What she just said: men are the ones who commit violence against women almost the whole time. What does that say? Lesbian women, 43.8% to 44% experience physical violence, that word, or stalking in their lifetimes. To 35% by men, okay? 43 to 44 by women, on women, 35 to men on women. But it's primarily us the whole time, she said. Let's go back. Just so we can hear it.
Are the ones that commit violence against women almost. And if you just think about how men are the ones that commit violence against women almost the whole time.
I pray that somehow this video gets to you. And I pray that you see yourself, number one, stopped and paused in this oh so stupid state. Because anybody could do that to me, obviously. But anyway. And you see how ridiculously stupid your argument sounds when I show you those statistics right above you. Gay men, let's go back. Gay men, what were gay men? 26% of the gay men experience some sort of, abuse in their relationship. To 44% in lesbians. To 35% in heterosexuals. Okay? And I'm not making a case for gay. Trust me, that's not the case. I'm saying it's clearly it's not the men that are doing all the abusing here, because there are some provocateurs out there in this world, and it's about time we called them out and who it is. And it's clear to me, maybe not to everybody else, but God bless.